Greater Cincinnati Behavioral Health Services has been partnering with the criminal justice systems in Clermont County for over 20 years. Judge Beckman oversees both specialty dockets in municipal court. It was her vision to bring us together to create a mental health court.
The entire goal of the specialized dockets are for them to learn, when we're out of the picture, how to live a clean, healthy, sober lifestyle. And that includes support systems from the community, support systems from their family, and maintaining whatever treatment and or medicine that they may need.
We keep seeing a lot of repeat people coming through the court system, individuals who come back over and over with criminal-related behaviors, but the source of that many times is because it's untreated mental health issues or individuals who aren't in services in having their substance use disorder treated.
The key to success for these types of programs are cross-system collaboration. So the treatment system, the criminal justice systems, the legal representatives, the jail administration, the jail medical, the sheriff's office, all of the systems that might potentially intercept the person that we're targeting to work with has to be willing to come to the table on a really consistent, regular basis and be willing to problem solve in live time as the clients are struggling with whatever they might be struggling with.
I've worked with GCB for many years, and so in many of these meetings and sessions, they've taught me a lot. And I think one of the things that I learned, that I read, was for judges, if you spend 3 minutes with a defendant talking to them directly, that increases the probability of success for them by over 70%. And so a lot of people started responding to that, being able to talk directly to the judge. And some people would open up and say what was happening to them. And so to me, learning some of those things from GCB and the people that I worked with in our meetings, that just opened up a whole new world for me.
These programs are beneficial for GCB because it allows us an ability to work with people earlier in their court or legal process. So instead of being in a system where the criminal justice partners are just looking at punitive types of sanctions, jail days, or court-specific regulations, they're looping us into the process sooner so that we can activate treatment modalities and service packages for clients earlier in their process.
Data shows us, we know that if we can help these individuals become invested in themselves and see that they are worth investing in their change, investing in programming, investing in whether it's MAP services or counseling or treatment, investing in themselves, our communities are safer, their families are better, they're better moms to their children, they're better siblings, they're better parents, they're better employees, they're better community members.
If you could take an individual out of jail and have them change their ways versus being in jail, getting out, no treatment, and then they're back to the same habits. If you get an individual that will work with you and you can break some of those criminal thinking patterns, substance use patterns, if you can help them with their mental health issues and their trauma issues, and now they're a productive part of society, the community wins every single time.
I'm Mike. I was introduced to the program because I had a few addictions. I was struggling with mental health. I started failing because I was self-medicating with alcohol and marijuana. I really hit the bottom pretty hard since I've been in the program. I've been sober for 10 months. I have turned my life around in so many different ways. My family life is better. My relationship with my children are better. My work ethic is better. More focused on myself and my mental health. I'm actually making recovery with my mental health.
The client for sure has to be committed to the process. We can give them the tools and put the tools in our toolbox for them, but ultimately it's up to them to pick them up and use them. And I think that's where OVI court really like comes in, or even probation officers and treatment providers working together to reinforce the narrative of recovery.
If somebody comes back through here and they're, come in and say, hey, Jamie, I'm been in recovery for 5 years and I have been working this job. I just got promoted. I think that's the best feeling. And I think that happens because of the work with the court and the work with treatment. And I think if we weren't working together, people wouldn't be as successful.
Looking back, I wouldn't imagine that I'd be sitting where I am today with an honest, sober train of thought. The clarity is so much better. My brain's not fogged up with negative and substance. I've got a clear picture of what I want and my goals and dreams, and this program's really just helping me get to exactly what I want, what I need, and what my family needs. And I think the community deserves to have a better person in it. I'm thrilled to be that person.